Good afternoon. Welcome to Blue Skies.
Yeah, sunglasses. Look, first sunglasses of the year.
Welcome to Swindon, and welcome to the start of the Swindon and Highworth Railway. Is that the actual name?
Yes, light railway.
Light railway. Swindon and Highworth Light Railway.
Yes.
The railway that never ran any trains. Or the railway company that never ran any trains.
Yes.
We'll come to that shortly, but first of all, you join us here next to the main line. Don't think there's any works today because it's Sunday and there's loads of orange people all over the tracks. They've also got orange overalls on. We're guessing it's the Network Rail Army, so we're unlikely to get any, which is a real shame. I was hoping to get some footage. Anyway, welcome to an Every Disused station. Let's call it an Every Disused station because
Yes.
we are visiting some stations.
Yes, and they're disused.
And every one of them.
And we are. Every one of them are disused.
Yeah. So this is the start of the line. Just down there is a start where it branched off.
One there. Who's up?
Yeah. So this is a starting point. This is where GWR made the final connection on the line that was built by the Swindon and Highworth Railway Company. So you join us at what is referred to as Kingsdown Junction. So that was only probably a sort of mile past the actual junction off the main line where you just saw us. So this is the Swindon and Highworth Light Railway, and it had been planned, well not planned, but notions of the actual railway had been going since 1845, then again 1860s. Finally in 1875 the company was formed. And it wasn't until 1879 that they raised £28,000 of capital shares to build the line. And the first sod was cut, correct? 1879?
Yes, I believe so.
Over there, just to our right now, there was another junction ahead, Kingsdown Junction, went to a station just through the hedges. They won't be able to see it, but that was South Marston Vickers Armstrong Holt. So it took the workers to the South Marston factory where some very early sort of Spitfire, well the Marston, I think the Marston was a plane.
Yeah, I'm sure you looked that up.
Yeah, sort of an early Spitfire.
Or the Spitfire, pre-Spitfire.
Yeah, so that was just off to our right now, so we're going to count that as a tick because this is about the closest we can get through there. But we're now walking sort of up the line for a good mile or two towards Highworth in that direction. Where are we? We're back at 1879.
Yes, so the first sod has been cut.
Right.
That's as far as you got.
So 1881 they finished. 1881 GWR make the final connection to the main line where we started the video. Then what?
Mid-February 1881 I believe is when it finished.
Mid-February 1881.
Yep, and something like the 4th or 5th of March.
Okay,
I think
5th
it's
of
when,
March.
was it 5th of March? It got inspected.
Now it was inspected by somebody we've already talked about on this channel, Colonel Yolland. Colonel Yolland was a massive kind of health and safety advocate for the railways, which is fantastic, and he was like an officer at the Tay Bridge disaster. He helped report on that, I think. He deemed that the railway was a bit, well,
Rubbish, basically.
a bit rubbish, for want of a better phrase.
Loads of major faults.
Yes, 14 minor faults.
Loads
or maybe
major.
more.
I think it was 14 major and then loads
And
minor ones.
Right, and he deemed that it was nowhere near completion. How's it going, Rebecca?
I've got no bubble hat to get caught, that's for
You've got
sure.
no bubble hat to get caught.
Oh, and I'm out.
part of today's problem is mud, clearly. And we've got a perfectly good pair of
Which we were wearing earlier on today.
boots in the car, but stupidly we decided, nah, do you know what, we're not going on a long walk, we just wear trainers. How did that work out? Not good. Okay, so we're heading towards Stanton Fitzgerald, Stanton Fitz something. And yeah, we're talking about Yolland. So Yolland in 1881 said you can't open the line because there are countless repairs that you need to make to the line. The ballast isn't thick enough to hold the sleepers. There was countless health and safety issues, point issues. The Swindon and Highworth Light Railway Company said, can't afford it, mate. So he said, tough luck. What are you going to do? Because you're not opening the line. What happened next, Rebecca?
They ran to GWR and said, buy us out, because they couldn't afford it.
Right, GWR were going to run trains on the line anyway for 60% of the profit, or receipts.
Yeah, 10 years for 60% of the receipts.
Tell you what, this is up there with my favourite embankments.
Oh.
I mean, it's no Cinderford, but this is up there. Right, yeah.
Going that way or going down?
Do you want to cut down there? It's getting a bit muddy again.
Right, hold on, because it's going to be a bit. This could be messy.
So we've come as far as we can north. Stanton Station, Holt, whatever, was just further up there, but we've got private land that way. The pathway goes across this field up past those horses,
and full of water,
and it's deep water down there, so we physically can't get there. I think it was wellies would struggle in that one, so we're going to walk back to the car and then try and drive a little bit further north, right?
Yep.
Okay, so this is Hannington. Hannington, it looks like it's been completely ripped apart in terms of the earthworks. You can still see some concrete fence posts down there. Okay, so this is the final proper station hunt. We already know that Highworth is completely gone, and there could well be stood alongside the platform now, because there's bricked edge all the way along here. I don't know if it was brick, so we'll have a look at some overlay to see if that was the case, but we're stood on what could well be the platform edge. Some concrete down there, but nothing obvious. I'm guessing this is the alignment right there. This is great. This is further than we expected to get with Hannington. We just thought it would be a little bit of a wooded area, but actually this is great. This is the pathway back up to the road. You've got the again, it could be the edge of the platform here. No, this is the lower section of the platform. So this is the east end of the platform right here. This will be the edge there. This will be the bit that went obviously down towards the ballast, and right ahead of us here is the pathway up to the road. You can see that on the old maps. This is a great little tick. Hannington, fantastic.